Hello, Crafty Mom here, Sandra from Crafty Mom, and I wanted to come on today to share this. This is, well, you can't see the box, but this box here and this here paper pad is part of my Spellbinders kit for May, and I'm just filming it now because I get mine toward the end of May is when my box comes in. So this paper pad came in with the kit, and I've used this one already here, this piece of little paper there, and it's got a lot of nice, and I would like to say these are more like, they're not super feminine colors, they're more like they could be made to make maybe my husband or my sons or my father-in-law. Some cards probably will come in handy for, and then they repeat again. And these are not double-sided. And this paper that they send in these Spellbinders kits, they're not super thick like cardstock. They're kind of on the thinner side. They see how they kind of, they're not very thick like regular cardstock. So when I do make cards, I do when I put it on the base, it helps it just be a little bit thicker. But let me show you first what comes in the kit, because I do receive the small, large die, and then I get the what do they call these? They call the bigger dies. They call the amazing paper grace dies, but those are not part of the kit. So the kit comes, which is one of my favorite things. It comes with these die cuts, and I was looking through them, so they're all kind of like spaced out, but there's two of each ephemera cut, and they've got a bunch of them in this kit. They're more like on the darker color, and I'm not going to go through all of them because there are so many, and this don't want this video to be extremely long. But see how they come. There's two of these butterflies, which are so cute. I love them, and I want to use them for something in a card. And what I've been doing is, when I get these kits, I open them up right away. I look through them, and I want to make something with them, because many a times a kit or two may have been sitting on my table, and I just have not gotten around to using them. But there's a lot of pretty ephemeras in this one, and I use this. The other one of this one I used it in a card, which I'll show you in a little bit. But this kind of gives you an idea. There's two of each. I think there was a kit we got, I think it was either last month or the month before, which only had one of each. And I'm not sure why that happened instead of having two like this one does. But that is a lot of ephemera pieces for making cards. And sometimes I use them in my letters, or even in my journal when I'm writing. I will use some of those. And then something else that comes with the kit is all the kits bring 10 bases and 10 cards. Now again, these bases, even though I do enjoy using them, they've kind of got like a texture to them on the top of them. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but they all do. And it's the same thing. They're not very thick, but once you add things to them and kind of layer on them a little bit, they don't become, but they feel sturdier. So that's not going to get back into that slot, is it? So let's put those there. And this is the stamp set that came with this month's kit. It's a cute little bear, and it's got some sayings and a balloon and a little hat. And these, I'm going to try to use these in a card this month as well, because I'm trying to use every stamp set I get at least a couple of times, so that I can enjoy the kit, because I really do enjoy looking at them, but I need to, of course, make something with them. And it came with this a couple of little sequins in here in this little package. And I think from what I've heard the ladies share, they're going, Spellbinders is going back to having the sequins in a little mini container, which is much better. I don't really care for having them in these little pouches. And then they bring the sticky dots, and of course I use all of it because all of it is sticky, not just the dot area. So you can even use the part, if you cut it up, the part that does not have the dot. And then they bring, and almost every kit brings some of this double-sided sticky tape. And this kit came with these frames, which I have not used any of them yet, but there's a pink frame and a little white frame and a little black frame, and they all have different sayings on them. They're really pretty. And then there's a couple of cards here, journal cards to use as well, and those are double-sided, so you can pick, you know, which side is the one that you would like to use for your project. And then most of this is the Stay Wild layered butterfly stickers, and these, I've seen them, some examples of them used in cards and whatnot, and I'm looking forward to using some of these up. And each of the kits does bring some of the assortment of cardstock paper, which is a little bit thicker than the other cardstocks or papers in the kit. But this one has this shade of green. It's got this shiny one, which is shiny on both sides, and it's got some white, just cream color. And they've got this, where's my camera? This pretty light, like a foam green, I want to say. And this, maybe the other one was white, and this one is the cream colored one right here. And a black cardstock too. These are the colors that came with this one. And then, if I can move some of these things back into the box here, I can show you the die cuts that came with the kit this month. And let's put those back in there. I usually try to keep everything together until I'm done using it. See, there goes the little sequins. Fell on the floor because they're in this little pouch. And let me put these, and these are the dies that came with the kit. And it comes in this little bag, and what I do is I'll label it here with the month, May of 2019, and then I will store this with the dies that I've received in the past. So it's got this pretty leaf, beautiful little flower, or not little, it's actually kind of big, and there's so you can layer the flower. I think that's what that's for. Yep. And a little banner, which I've seen used really nicely. And this is a word, and I hate when I can't read the words that are backwards, but I am not sure what that word says, believe it or not. And then there's this little decorative little design piece and two little decorative leaves. So I have not used these dies yet, but like I said, my goal is to use a bunch of these pieces in my mail and make little booklets or some kind of tag or something to send to my pen friends so that they can put it in their journals and in their crafts. So there goes that. So that is all that comes with the regular kit. Now, apart from that, I have been receiving the Amazing Paper Grace die, which in this month it's this big one, which has several pieces, 1, 2, 3, like 4 pieces to it, and it's really, really pretty. I really like that. And let me try to put it in the spot right over here. I try to keep the card kit separate just from the other dies, which is not really hard to do. And then this is the small die of the month for May, and you can make a scooter with them. and different colors, and these are the parts that come with it, and this is a finished project here. This is the one that I really like, right up here. So I would like to try making a scooter. And then the other die that I get in my kit, or that I add on to my kit, is the large die of the month. And these are the pieces for that. And it's like a birthday cake, and I think the design that they make with it is up here. I want to make it in different colors and more bright colors than what they made in the samples here, but that's what I was wanting to do with that. And this glare here, I'm sorry that it's there. It's driving me batty. I'm gonna have to remember to put my little mat underneath there to hide the glare from the glass. But anyhow, this is my Spellbinders Kit of the Month, and this is, I've made one very clean and simple card, and this is one of the envelopes that came with the kit and one of the bases. And I used some of the ephemera from the kit, and these are from my own stash. I had some little shiny bling that I wanted to add there, and this is another piece of ephemera. And this is, I die cut it from the Amazing Grace die that I just showed you a few seconds ago. I die cut this and I put the word smile on it, so it's a really clean and simple card. And then I am wanting to add a sentiment in it, and then of course I need to add my Created by Sandra Crafty Mom sticker right in the back right here. But anyhow, that's what I've made so far with my kit, and I just got it a few days ago. I haven't had it but maybe 2 or 3 days, if that. I think it was today is Tuesday, and I think I got it on Saturday, so I haven't had it for too many days. But I am making an effort, and my goal is to use my kits, and I will be showing you the things that I make with my kits as I work through them, and also with some of the other materials and stuff that I have as well. Oh, this card I can't show you because I want to use that. That's for a collaboration that I'm doing that, and I'll wait to share it then. But I'm trying to use all my stash and my stickers and everything to create, just to use my stash, use more of it, actually more than I have in the past, and just send out happy mail to my snail mail pals in my letters. So anyhow, this is all that I have for today. Please come back and visit me again, and I will have more craft hauls, not that many, but a few, and I will have my kits that will continue to come, and then more craft inspiration for to inspire you with ideas that I make, the things that I make for my pen friends, and hopefully they'll inspire you to make things for your happy mail friends. Anyhow, you all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.